Hi everyone, our journal page, and I'm in the mood for vintage look. So I've got all kinds of stuff here and let's go over it. First of all, some old pocketbook. These are great, especially because of the color, and also you can turn them in a minute to any kind of a firma, especially if you've got blank space like this. You can take any kind of a stamp that interests you and just stamp on it, and you can create anything that can go on your page like this. And sometimes you've got all kinds of words that can interest you and you can cut them out. Of course, I just stamped with black ink pad, archival ink, but you can do it with any kind of brown. It will also be interesting. Maybe I will cut this and put it in some art journal page because it's funny. And so this is one option for what I'm going to do. I've printed lots of stuff from the internet, so it's just do a search for free printables, vintage. There is so many out there, so you can, if it's Pinterest, if it's the Graphic Fairy, Pixabay, so many to just have something to work with. So these are things that I've printed. I have this, I've bought it I think in one of my travels to, I was in I think it was Budapest. I bought this. I've got a scrapbook paper. This one was just printer paper that I coffee dyed and then stamped. These are all stamps, and I've just distressed the edges. So there are so many ways to go about it. And let's see, I'm just going to start by gluing down pieces. I'm not really concerned too much where anything goes, and some of it maybe will probably get overlapped and it won't be seen. I really don't care. This is just laying a base and not overthinking it. Yeah. Because most of it is printer paper, then I'm just using white glue. Doesn't need much. I could also use just a glue stick, also an option. And let's see. And of course you can, if you like, you can do this kind of background. If you like straight edges, then you can cut all kinds of rectangles and do a background. If you like torn paper, go for torn paper. It's so versatile. Let's see, I want to cut this, but I don't want straight edges. Here we go, another piece. Of course, if I have a straight edge, then I will just align it with my edges and put it like this. Just easier. But it really doesn't matter. I can also just put something like this and then just go around the edges and trim it off. So really doesn't matter. Some of it is going to get covered. We'll see. Okay. What else? Where is my book? The book pages that I talked about. Let's do book pages. It's already coming apart. Okay, let's put it here. I like it. Okay, so let's see. I do want a complete coverage. I'm not interested this time in the black that I've got, so I'm just keeping I just keep covering until I am all over the background. If I can, I try to have more than one piece from a paper, so I won't have just this one. I will try to make go of it and put it in another place, so I don't know, it looks better to me, but there are no rules to it. Let's see. Yeah, just gonna so I'll just cut it so it will fit here with this straight edge, and I'm not concerned about this straight edge in the middle of my page because it's gonna get covered with all kinds of other stuff. Okay, what else? I'm trying to be quick about it. Watching me gluing just toned paper is quite boring. What else? What else do I want here? Do I want some butterflies? Not sure yet. Maybe on the top layer. Right now I don't. Maybe the butterflies that I stamped. Let's see. Yeah, maybe. Or just so. I don't know. Okay, I'm going for here. Just trimming a little bit. What else? Let's see. Maybe some stamping. I took some stamp with a script. So maybe I'll stamp it on here. I've picked it just because the font looks like a typewriter. That's it. I didn't wait to it wasn't for what it said. Just liked the font of the stamp. Yeah, let's put it here. So as you can see, it's really easy to find stuff to do this kind of thing. Yeah, okay. I think I'll do another one. Okay, so once again, I'm just tearing this. Let's see. I'm not sure. I'll put it here. And once again, I need to keep in mind that some of it will get covered, especially when I'm going for the focal image. So don't get attached to the pieces. When you're doing something like that, just remember that it's going to get covered. What else? I really like text and all kinds of fonts and script. Okay, what else? Okay, almost done. Got this. Now I just need one piece here. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, that's good enough for me. I just now seeing that I have a little bit of black here that needs to get covered. Just putting this little piece, really don't care. I want to do some staining on top, so I'm moving all this little bit of pieces aside so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, we've got the background and now I want to stain it. And let's see, I want some a dark blue. I'm taking some distress ink. It doesn't have to be a distress ink. You can use watercolors, you can use inks, you can use anything that is water soluble. So let's see. I want to start with the blue, just so I will have a little bit more color and not just all this vintage brown. And I'm taking a brush just so I won't have a square. and just going quite randomly on the page. Now I'm going in random areas, and it's kind of going to bring everything together. Whatever a background you do with all kinds of elements, and it doesn't matter if it's stone paper or cut paper or anything that has lots of elements, you need something on top of it, a layer on top of it that will make everything come together. If it's stamping, if it's staining, if it's stenciling. Just spreading it, and here we go. And if you want it to stay in one place, just push it down and let it soak into the paper. Yeah, I really like this. I just want a little bit more of the blue. And then I'm going for a little bit of brown. Okay. So where did I want more blue? Don't remember. Yeah. Okay, next, brown. This one was chipped sapphire, ground espresso now. If you've got sprays, use them. Whatever you've got. Don't care that it mixes with the blue. Could have used watercolors. It's really up to you. The only thing I wanted is just so it would be translucent. I didn't want opaque, so it won't cover everything that I've done. Okay, now just one more thing. Don't know if it will show, but I'm gonna try. So I'm putting again this and putting water, and now I want to find some circle that I can use. Let's see, maybe, yeah, this is a nice circle. I want to do like a print of it, like when you have a coffee cup and you just place it on something and you get this. Yeah, it's working. Oh yeah, I really like it. Okay, so I've got this, and let's see. Now I'm thinking, where is the butterflies I had? I'm thinking of making them the focal point. As you can see, I haven't planned so too much, so this is still wet, and I'm thinking of using this as the focal point, but I don't want the straight edges. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Okay, so I need to trim this a little bit here, just better. Okay, yeah, now I just want to darken the edges. So I'm going to take a dauber. It doesn't have to be. You can take a makeup sponge, and I'm just going to use the same ground espresso. Let's do it like this. I'm getting also a little bit inside, so it would be a little bit darker. Okay, that's better, and I'm going to adhere it, but I'm still not finished. Okay, let's see. I think I will put it here. And now I'm going to wait for this to dry, all this water with the staining that I've done, because I want to use some stamps and maybe just one more thing, I don't know, and I wanted to overlap a little bit of this. So again, it's the focal point, but I want it a little bit more with the rest of the page. So I'm going to wait for it to dry and I'll be back. And I'm back. I've picked this, I don't know what to call it, thread, look-alike thread stamp, and I just want to add it to my background in several places, like so, and also on top, again, just making it just more part of the background, like this. Oh, I like it. Okay, so the stamp that I used here, because I like the font, I took the time to read it and I liked it, so I stamped it on another book page, just not as dark as the others. Took this and stamped it on that. Dream what you want to dream, go where you want to go, be what you want to be, because you have only one life and one chance to do all the things you want to do. I think it's appropriate, so I just tore it and again went around the edges. I'm thinking, I don't know where I want it, but I want it. I think I will just put it here. Yeah. So now I just want a little bit of kind of border, but I don't want it too precise or anything. Again, this is all a very distressed look. I'm taking a permanent black marker and I think I'm just going to do this like I've stitched in several places, and I'm not going all around the page, just in several places. Don't know how much of it you can see with all the details and the different papers in the back, but I don't know, sometimes you just got to do what you've got to do. You think it's needed, go for it. Yeah, that's it. I'm finished with this page. I'm really satisfied with what came out of it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments down below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.